So hi everybody, I'm Marilyn Moon. My real name is Aaliyah Jane, and I created Marilyn Moon sort of like as a superhero to sort of protect me back when I was in the orphanage home. And I had a dream of being a singer ever since I was a young child. And so I started back making music back in 2014, actually. 2014 was like when I first started putting music together. I was on a really crappy laptop. It was nothing major, but I started. I downloaded some program on the laptop where I could engineer my own music. And it was like a huge moment for me. It was really exciting because I started making things, putting them out on SoundCloud, which is probably buried somewhere in the archives of SoundCloud. And it's still there if everyone wants to go check out my old songs on SoundCloud. It's just SoundCloud Marilyn Moon. There's two accounts. So one account, it is like newer songs that I released, and then the old one, it has like all these old archival songs that I just did off this laptop. So the sound quality is terrible, obviously, But as the years progressed, I got better and better. I started recording by myself, and then I ended up hooking up with a producer from Buffalo, New York, and his name is Ken. And he owns Outer Limits Recording Studios. And he actually produced Eminem's album, Encore. Eminem came to Buffalo, New York, and just decided to record his whole album, Encore, with this guy named Ken. And it's amazing. It was really cool to be able to record there. And some of my most iconic songs came out of that studio. Granted, he never helped me write anything. Everything came from my brain. I've written all my own works, and I recorded all my, other than him recording my song Deseo, which is actually my most popular song on YouTube that reached 1 million views, which was awesome. And that just recently happened within the last year. So it took a while to get to this point, and I'm still working on whatever I'm working on. But actually, when I first started recording, I was really inspired by Amy Winehouse. She was a huge inspiration for me. The heart tattoos on my right shoulder are actually, let's check. Yeah, right shoulder, sorry. They are dedicated to her when she passed away. So that was the beginning of it all. And then I started liking the sound of Lana Del Rey and kind of etching into that. And I was a big Nicki Minaj fan. So when I did my rap songs, I really took a lot of inspiration from her, from Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown. And then my singing itself, I took inspiration from so many of the greats, like Madonna, Lady Gaga, Britney Spears. I like both of them. I think Doja Cat's a wonderful artist. I think she is paving her own sort of niche and way. Even though people love to compare rappers to each other, I think it's kind of regressive as a society, because I think that comparing people even in the same group is sort of like comparing apples and oranges, because what Doja Cat does is something so unique, and it gives something so unparalleled to everything else in the music industry. So I really like her a lot. But no, my current inspirations are 80s bands, rock music, Nirvana, Twin Tribes, this new band that I just recently found, and just a lot of rock influence in my current era of music, rock and EDM. I'm really big into EDM, like Kato and different artists like that kind of gave a different vibe to the world. like that band called.
Girls look like you need a little flat top in your life.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, cheers. Thank you. So yeah, I'm my current vibe has my vibes have always changed throughout the years. I've constantly been influenced by different musicians, and I think every musician is the same way in that aspect. When I was a child, I always dreamt of being exactly who I am today. And I always dreamt of being an image that people could get inspiration from. Since I was inspired by so many of the great beauties like Pamela Anderson, you know.
Love her.
The great beauties of history. And I wanted to give people something to look at. I love everything she stands for. And she's been also a great style inspiration for me. Throughout all the eras of my life, I have always pulled inspiration from Pamela Anderson. So shout out to Pam.
Cool.
Yes, that movie's so cool. It's iconic. Like the outfits in the movie are iconic. Just everything about it's iconic. And it's sort of like that movie kind of is exactly what I am in my town. You know, I'm pretty much that character for everybody. And it is a character because when I go home, I throw my hair up in a bun and I'm dressed really comfy in sweats and I look back at everything that Marilyn Moon did and it's like I'm a proud mom to myself in a way, because growing up without a mom or a dad, being an orphan, I have had to become proud of myself in that sense. And I think everyone should do that for themselves. Everyone should be proud of themselves and cheer themselves on. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. The style thing in a small town can be very intimidating. It can be very intimidating, but I would have to like say that if you follow the crowd and you just do what everyone's doing, the world is just going to be one glob of gray. But if you step out of that gray area and you become something bigger, it gives people a chance to actually step out of their mind. You know, so what I'm doing is very stressful at times, but it's also really rewarding because I know I'm changing some child's life. Some child here, I had the anticipation that I wouldn't live here for very long. And then this town does something and it grabs you by the heart. It grabs you by the heart in such a way that you just fall in love with it. And you could be in love with nothing, but then you fall in love with this town. And even the people around here, they might be just like everyone else in the world, small-minded, or, you know, they can only see life through their lenses. But that's not why I fell in love with this area. I fell in love with this area because of the nature, the beauty that surrounds us every single day, the Victorian homes, everything like that. And I would say that, yes, it is a form of giving back. I feel like I'm doing something for my community. I feel like I'm doing something that will help maybe other people come out of their shell. And then it also helps me in my performance aspect, finally being able to give my fans something to look at. I know they've been so excited for me on so many different occasions. I was supposed to be on a TV show, which we did film. It never aired on Netflix. My fans were super disappointed in that. I was also supposed to headline for Pride City, and it just didn't happen. And my fans were so sad about that, you know. So even if my fans watch from afar, it's fine. And tonight in Brazil, one of my fans actually is DJing tonight at a festival and is playing my latest song that I just posted on Facebook. So it's very exciting, and it's a total 360. Life is so up and down, and it's not perfect for anybody. It's not perfect for me. And as much as people want to think that I'm perfect, I am so far from perfect. I am just like everybody else. But the amount of love that I'm receiving and the amount of hard work that I've put in to be able to receive what I'm getting now, it's just mind shattering. And I just want to tell everybody listening to this that you should always do your best work. Work hard. Things that you want don't come overnight. They don't happen in a blink of an eye, and they don't happen from you saying maybe or later or I'll do this tomorrow. It happens when you take action and do it today. I couldn't afford a recording studio, so I recorded songs off my phone, and I now have a music video at 1 million views. So anyone can do anything that they set their mind to.
Amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. That was Marilyn Moon.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So come on down February 12th, 2026 at 9 p.m. to the Shamrock Tavern in Oil City to see Marilyn Moon.